Hey there, Brett Jennings with Silicon Valley Real Estate Journal. I want to welcome you back to the blog. Question today is, has the real estate market peaked? Well, if you know anyone who's sold their home this year, they're probably thrilled with the price they got. If you know anyone who's purchased a home this year, they probably feel lucky just to have gotten their foot in the door. So before we answer the question whether the real estate market has peaked, I want to point out some great free resources here on the blog. If you are looking to buy a home, be sure to click on the Search for Homes tab. That will give you gateway access to the MLS. If you're thinking of selling, click on the Find My Home's Value tab, and that will give you an instant estimate of your home's value, which we can further refine for you if you need. Now back to the question, has the real estate market peaked? Now before we can understand if the market has peaked, it's important to understand what happens in a market, whether it's for stocks, real estate, bonds, any asset class, before prices reach their peak. Typically two things happen with an asset if it's approaching its peak. One is we'll see a significant run up in price, and before it reaches a peak, we'll see a simultaneous decrease in the volume of units sold, whether that's a stock, real estate, etc. For example, if we were looking at Apple stock, and Apple was going from 95 to 100 to 105, at some point as the price appreciates, buyers will lose interest in the stock. And although the price is still going up, the number of shares as buyers lose interest goes down. So what are we seeing in real estate? Well, interestingly enough, we've had a huge run up in price, 13 to 17% year over year, depending on the neighborhood. And what we're seeing most recently is a decrease in the number of sales year over year. We have a 24% decrease in the number of homes sold this year as compared to last year, even though price has run up. Another interesting fact that we can add on here is we are also seeing a significant increase in the number of price reductions by sellers year over year. We've had a 90% increase in the number of homes that have come on the market and then had to reduce their price in order to effect a sale. So how does this show up on the front lines of real estate? Well, what we're seeing is we are still seeing multiple offers in some of the best neighborhoods for homes that are priced well, but just not as many. And in some cases, we'll see a home come on the market and they get no offers at all. And that's why we're seeing some price reductions happening. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you are a seller, this is probably one of your best times to still achieve a price at the top of the market. And if you are a buyer, well, sellers are having to get more realistic on price. There's less competition from buyers right now, and this might be your opportunity to get your foot in the door to buy your dream home. So there you have it. The real estate market could be approaching a peak. This is Brett Jennings saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll be right here ready to help you create a better life through real estate.